Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn about the chapter 1 Introduction to Economics for the 11th class. Students, what is economy? It is nothing but a system which provides living to the people. And economy is very important, and that will help you to understand what is the activities that we are going to do in exchange of the money, wages. That is what economic activities. While others without any exchange are non-economic activities that you will learn. Economics, and because of this economic activity, the concept economics come to existence. And why we need to understand economics, that also we'll see. First, economics is nothing but the study of the whole economy. Economics is nothing but study of whole economy. That is what you are doing in the chapters or in your textbooks for the 11th 12th. We are learning the economics, means you are learning the economic system in an economy. Scarcity is the main reason why we need to economics. Now the question arises, why we learning the economics? It's nothing but because there are the scarcity of the resources. That is why it is necessary for us to learn economics. Next, what is this scarcity? Scarcity is nothing but the shortages of supply of resources or essential things to satisfy your unlimited wants. Your wants are your desire, your requirement to satisfy your goal, your target, your personal satisfaction, etc. But to satisfy those, your resources are very less, and that is why economics is necessary to learn. So there is a scarcity. Scarcity is because there is no abundant availability of the resources to satisfy your wants. Next, this scarcity leads to economic problem. The scarcity in an economy leads to economic problem. What economic problem is? It is a problem of choice involving satisfaction of unlimited wants out of limited resources having alternative uses. The economic problems arise because there is a less supply of the resources to satisfy your unlimited wants. Correct? And because of that, you can see, because of the limited resources, you have to select either you go to have this one or you want to have this one. Means you will satisfy the problem or requirements of LED, or you will go for the television sets because your resources are limited. But the fact is you want to have both of these, but resources, money in your hand is very less, and so you will decide which one you want. So there is a problem of economics, and that is why the economic problems begins with, or the problems begins with the scarcity, and the scarcity is the scarcity of your resources. And here the scarcity is what? Your pocket money to get satisfaction from both the items, but you cannot. You have to make a choice, either LED or television set. That's it. Next, students will go for the reason for the economic problem. That we see there are the many reasons for economic problem. The first, more and foremost important economic problems are first, scarcity of resources. Second, unlimited human wants and alternative uses. Correct? First is scarcity, that you will know the resources are very scarce. But the second is unlimited wants, but your wants cannot be satisfied. See, at your own level also. If you want to have the bike, you will have bike. Later on you want to have the car. After all, you have to go from one place to another only. Then why again you want to have a car? But even after you get the car, you want a different brand car. So your satisfaction will not be there. It is unlimited, never ending. And to satisfy those, available resources are very limited. And that's why there is economic problem. You can see that. Then the third problem is alternative uses. Now if you have these certain resources, but the availability options are more, so you have to select from these alternatives. Either you go for LED, television sets, or you go for the PC, computer. Next, let's talk about macroeconomics. After learning the economy, economic system, economic problems, scarcity, we will start with the macroeconomics and microeconomics. When we are talking about the macroeconomic is that part of economic which studies the behavior of aggregate of the economy as a whole. For example, national income, aggregate demand, aggregate supply, aggregate consumption, etc. So when we are talking about the macroeconomic, it studies the economy as a whole, means whole economy it considers. But when we are talking about the microeconomic, it studies only one single unit of an economy. For example, you yourself, myself, as an individual units, as an individual customer, we are studying. That is the microeconomics. But when I'm studying millions of people together, when I'm studying the whole market, I'm talking about macroeconomics. So macroeconomics is a study of the whole economy, while microeconomics is a study of the part of individual units of the economy. Let's talk about the central problem of an economy. Now these both macroeconomy and macroeconomics have a similar problem, that is the central problem. What is the central problem of the economy for any economics? Very simple. One is what to produce, means selection of the goods, whether to produce agricultural goods, industrial goods or service oriented. That is a problem everywhere. Every businessman, when he starts the business, he has to decide which product he want to produce. So there is a dilemma here. So that is the economic problem that he has to face, because that problem is also directly related with your resources. If you have that much resources, then you don't have to worry about any economic problem like the what to produce. But we have the problem of the resources, we have the problem of backings, and that is why we have this problem of economics, what to produce, which products has to be produced. So you have to select which category you want to produce. Later on we have the problem of how to produce. Now how to produce, after once you decided to produce the one particular type of product, then how to produce, which technology you will utilize, capital intensive or labor intensive. So both are very important. Now which one will decide? Of course capital intensive technology you need more finance, but the resources are limited, then you will go for the labor intensive. So it is a again problem. But the product required capital intensive because more demand in the market. That to satisfy the more demand, you cannot have the capital intensive, then there is a problem. So that how to solve this problem? So that is what this leads to the scarcity, and how to revolve your satisfaction, scarcity, alternatives. These all are together create the economic problem, and we have to be very perfect to get it solved in time. Now another economic problem is for whom to produce. Now you must know when you are producing, when you decide to produce, when you decide how to produce by using the machines and the man together, and when you there is a problem of for whom to produce. Then whom to produce? For the customer. But which are the customer? Every customer is not same. There are the poor, rich, middle class. Customers' characters, their requirement, their income is different. This younger, there are the old generations. There is a you can say middle age group student peoples are there. So their requirements are different. So which class you want to produce? So that is very important. For whom to produce? So this is what the central economic problem. And the last one is opportunity cost that you are going to learn. Opportunity cost is the cost of next best alternative foregone. For example, what is the cost of next best alternative foregone? Because you have the resource in your hand, like the 20,000 in your hand, want to purchase laptop or LED. That's as I said, you want to purchase laptop or LED, but you have the 20,000. Both cost is 20 each, laptop and LED. Now which one you want to purchase is up to you. Now you decide to purchase a laptop, then opportunity cost of choosing the laptop is the cost of foregone satisfaction from LED. If you decide to select laptop and you purchase 20,000 rupees, you say give the 20,000 and you purchase the laptop, then you will lose the satisfaction that you are going to get from the purchase of the LED. Or if you decide to purchase the LED, then you will lose the satisfaction that you will get from the laptop. So that is what your opportunity cost. So opportunity cost is the cost of next best alternative foregone. It is the cost of next best alternative foregone. That's it, students. So this is what all about your chapter introduction. Thank you.